Mic check. There you go. I see bars, so now we should have sound. Holmes, got the heat over here a little bit. All right, stay out the modelos, carnal. Nah, no modelos for me, fool. I've been nice and sober for the last shit. It's been a month already, homeboy. All right, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. That should give me the sound that I'm looking for. Yes, yes. No, no. There we go. Appreciate the feedback. Let me turn this light down a little bit. There we go. Central Cal, what's good, homeboy? All right, so why isn't this thing? So yeah, Central Cal came out this Saturday, man. I saw him over at the event, new full year, whatever the heck it was, with Icon and the rest of the crew out there. Big Prime was out there. Ran into, of course, Boo Boo was out there. West Coast Graffiti out there with his wife, Boo Boo and his girl Nydia. I took my wife, and Big Notorious was out there, homeboy. Yeah, but it was actually a dope event, man. It was I like the hours, like from 3:30 to 9:30. We might have to throw one over there. Let me see what's going on over here. See, West Coast. That's why I hate these. As you guys get it. All right, it is what it is, Holmes. OG Steve, salute from the Bronx. Let me sneeze real quick. Salud, dinero y amor, homie. Hey, I appreciate that. Hope everybody's having a great and wonderful new year. We are in 2024. That means a lot of stuff is gonna change, homie. We're gonna go through the election time. Let me get a little more comfortable. We're gonna go through election time. We got I think Prop 1 I just saw pop up in the news out here in California, man. Strong. Let me see what you got. What's up, Kimo Savi? I was good in the hood, homeboy. Hope everything is well on your side. Over here, ya sabes, way. Tapping in, always supporting the raza. Hey, man, Central Cal, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my man. If I was drinking, I would have took a couple of your drinks and shots. It was more for my wife, I guess, man. And my wife and your wife actually got along very well. Tell your wife. My wife says, "What's up, my boy?" And she really enjoyed the company. It was cool out there, man. It was a great time. I loved it. Yeah, it was cool, brother. I thought it was very dope as well. It's a little cold out there, but I think we're all right. Why is AC sweating so much? Because what you don't see behind the scenes is I was fucking running around. It was already 6:30. I'm trying to get the live going, but then I noticed I can't find my damn charger I usually have over here. So then I'm like, wait a minute, I can't take any phone calls and my phone's not charged. So I gotta run around, homeboy. I'm finally starting to cool down. Fool. It's a lot of work behind the scenes, carnal. You just don't see it because you over there sitting chilling, homie. The talk of the town right now. Hey, Blue Devil was doing his thing, homie. Blue Devil was doing his thing. He said that at the beginning of the year he was gonna stop like wolfing that shit, and I think he'll be back, man. You know, he's doing his thing. His platform is growing. I'm still waiting to see what's up with the 200 boys as soon as it pops off. And I'm thinking this is the year it's gonna pop off, him and his homies. So I'm looking forward to it, homie. I don't switch it too much. Lefty Gunplay making a song to the SPM beat. I wouldn't trip. I'd be like somebody making a song to Michael Jackson, to R. Kelly. Who knows, man? Maybe Miss Pig's in the jumping duck. You gotta keep trucha for that shit, carnal. It's going down. You know this, homie. They just don't want to hear it, fool. They just don't want to hear it. Government political faces will change, but the hood won't. Yeah, pretty much, homie. I mean, the hood, the hood is the hood, carnal. I mean, actually, a lot of the hoods have changed a lot. You can't afford to live in them no more. I mean, I don't care what hood you go to right now. It's everywhere you go, everywhere you see, it's becoming tougher and tougher for people to live in their own neighborhoods, man. Right now, neighborhoods aren't even getting taken out by the enemigos. Neighborhoods are getting taken out by gentrification, carnal. And that's just what it is, homeboy. Mm-mm. What's up, Fenner Lokes? ¿Qué dices, güey? ¿Cómo estamos? ¿Cómo estamos? We're over here chilling, living the dream, homeboy. Mm-mm. I even give you a laugh, fool. He said, "Don't be the cusser." This 2024. Yeah, you saw that one too. I don't know if it's for the gram or whatnot. It was China Mac. I mean, not China Mac. Fucking 5-5 was telling China Mac that there was some Southsiders in the feds telling him to stop acting like a tough guy, and I'm like, what the heck? So it kind of sucks. Hopefully, that's all just made up to get more views on their end. Because if it wasn't, it's kind of screwed up. Because out of all the people that have worked with what's the name 5-5, I can't even remember, Crip Mac, I want to say China Mac is probably the only one that actually looked out for the best interest of that guy, man. Everybody else was just taking advantage of him, and but you know, it is what it is, homie. Yeah, that's what it. I don't know if they. I don't think they fell out. But you know, who knows, homeboy. Who knows? Like this internet stuff's weird. People fall in and out all the time. I don't know if China Max can let that happen because that is, you know, that's a money bag as well. So who knows, homeboy. Ukraine been left to bleed. Yeah, nobody's really talking about Ukraine, homie. Ukraine is yesterday's news. Right now, everything's about, well, even Israel and the Gaza and the Palestinians, you don't even hear that much in the news. I mean, they're definitely still bombing over, they're still definitely still destroying. And as far as Ukraine goes, I know I saw a thing where the Ukrainians are taking credit for blowing up a pretty major ship, a Russian ship. I'm sure the Americans were involved, but Russia responded by dropping some big old bombs in their city, man. So they're still dropping bombs in Baghdad, homeboy. Mm-hmm. Oh man, Fenner Lokes. I finally saw American Homeboy, the Feedman film, and I love that shit. Yeah, homie. I'm waiting for Brandon to get that thing on Netflix or Prime or something like that. Some kind of on some kind of Roku app that because a lot of people don't want to pay for that monthly subscription. Let's be real. A lot of people want to pay. I think people would pay $10 to see that documentary. To me, not just because I'm in it, homie, but that is a damn good documentary, homie. It gives you a lot of like just in general information, and it's not the same old played out documentary that a lot of people would sit there and think, right? It's dope, homie. It's dope. Yeah. Matthew Edwards, what's going on, Matthew Edwards? Matthew Edwards has been a member for a while. Is that like a super chat, homeboy? That's like a major super chat, homeboy. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. It's here to help keep the lights on. I don't know if you guys seen. I posted it on YouTube and on Instagram. The new background that we have for the platform here. That way, people can have their own background because the last one I love it's from my old studio at my house, and it has the American Troll logo, the one that was on the pool table, right? But I took that one down and now I made it out here so you guys can see it. That way everybody gets to have their own their own background. And if people want to come in now and rent the studio out, you can bring your own logo, you can have your own studio, so it won't be like one of those cheap plastic ones, because I've seen some of those and they just don't look too classy unless it's like a big one and it's yours and you have it in your own studio and you're pulling it where you can't see the edges. But I see a lot of people renting studios out and they pull it over and it just doesn't look all that hot, bro. It doesn't look that professional. I mean, I know it works for people who are just starting out, but for people who are trying to level the game up and get something bigger and better, hit me up on IG, hit me up on an email, american1cholo@gmail.com, and we can make this happen, homie. We're making people's dreams come true. Hey, but Matthew Edwards, appreciate that, my man. One love, homeboy. Happy New Year, carnal. OG Steve, always kick it in. What's up, Steve? ¿Cómo andas? All right, let's see what else we got in here, man. You there, big dog? You there? We getting there, homie. There's no sound. Yeah, we got sound, homie. Kulai, karna. Got you now. I can hear you. There you go, homeboy. So audio is good. That was from before. Let me go. I'm trying to get this thing going over here. Happy New Year's, mofos. Happy New Year's. New Year's still shit talking. Yeah, well, we're not gonna stop talking our shit and our madness, right? We're gonna do our thing, homeboy. Let me see what we got. Every missile that America gives Ukraine, Israel costs anywhere between 200,000 and some. Hold on, let me get this phone call real quick. This is my mama. What's up, mama? No, no, we're good right now. I'm on a live right now, but no, nobody's sick. Did you get the cold? Okay, well if no, we're good. If you need anything, just give me a call. But you're good now, right? Okay. No, no, we're good. Thank you, mama. Love you. Okay, bye bye. Sorry, people, but that was my mom's. She just got sick like everybody else. That's another thing that's going around, bro. I've seen everybody and their mama, no pun intended, getting sick. There's something going around, homie, like major, carnal, but hopefully it ain't gonna be that bad. Mm-mm. He said, "Hey, fucker, throw a shout out to my primo Oscar from Long Beach. Keep the podcast going strong. Local 416 Ironworkers from Edwin Antillon." There it is, homie. Shout out to your primo Oscar from Strong Beach, carnal. Hey, man, I appreciate that 1 night super chat. I appreciate all you guys doing the super chats out here for the 2024. Keeping the lights on, homie. I'm investing over here. You guys are investing in me. Una por otra, carnal. Una por otra. Only him may pick the. I don't know about that. What he said. China Max sent a dude trolling him a pit. Yeah. Backstep AD to work the. I don't know. I don't know about that. There's so much crazy stuff out there that yeah, you kind of even can't keep up with it a lot of times as far as the YouTube yarda, homie. The YouTube yarda is kind of crazy at times, carnal. Let me see where we at over here. I like having these two screens. These two screens are actually pretty dope, homie. All right, so what else you vatos got, man? Then threw Lush under the bus. Yeah, I don't know about all that. What do we got? Also, E45 from Texas called out Capone also and made a track using his Capone beat. And Capone, he's gonna sue if he doesn't take it down. No, I think he actually used a Blue Devil beat. I'm thinking, and Blue Devil put a strike on him, and I would have done the same thing. I mean, if somebody listen, if somebody's using my content, my beat, if I had whatever it is to to disrespect me and say foul stuff. Yeah, homie, that's the name of the game, carnal. You're not gonna let somebody use your own beat and excuse me, and get away with it, homie. Chale tamale, fool. It don't work that way, homeboy. Mm, mm, Ellie Icon looking crazy with that old footage talking about the Norte. All right, and what Kimo Savi is referring to, let me put that up there a little bit. Kimo, down here, which one looks better, up or down, up or down? What Kimo Savi is referring to is an old video of Icon calling norteños, I'll say the B word, that way people don't get offended, even though some of us would use it without even talking about norteños, right? Uh, and he was pretty much saying there ain't none over here. Homies wear all kind of red, and that part is true. Down here, down south, we don't worry one iota about a northerner or northern gang. Not that they're not about her or anything like that. It's just they don't exist over here. They just don't. So Icon was, pretty much dissing them and saying, "Oh, we ain't worried about no bees over here." But you got to remember, that's just like how Gold Toes has music that disrespects the South from back in the days, right? Everybody and anybody who was ever in any gang and was a real gang member at one point or another disrespects the other side. That's just a fact, homie. So it would be like us having videos of even myself dissing some other hood back in the days and this and that. To me, I don't really pay no mind. And in the internet world or in the world in general, if you're looking for a reason to get upset at somebody, you can find the reason. And somebody could sit there and look at that video of Icon and say, "You see, he's dissing the North." Nah, homie, you're not. You can't take something from years ago, which we're evolving, and Icon is definitely evolving. Like like some of us, not everybody, right? He's evolving, so I'm not gonna take that video and say, "Oh, look, he's dissing." Nah, I mean that would be the same exact thing as it would be for Gold Toes. It would be like for Pastor Rocha when he was Sir Dino and saying, "Look, he dissed all the homies." At one point or another, we all diss each other, homie. The difference is it's on video. So, not to sit there and say that you're saying something different, Icon, but yeah, I mean Icon, I mean Kimosabi, but that's what it is, homie. I don't pay too much mind, carnal. People are just looking for something to make controversy. Why? Because controversy sells, homie. Controversy sells, homie. It was produced. It was produced by Misfit Soto. I don't know, carnal. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? That was dope, homie. Gold Toast and Little One were on Bootleg Kev's podcast. I haven't checked it out yet. I heard though the first question off the top was about SPM, so Bootleg Kev wasn't playing with it. But it's a good sign, homie. Listen, some people may feel a certain way, and that's everybody's right, homie. You have the right to feel however you want, carnal. But I'm not. I'm over all the bickering and fighting, and like I said, we can always find a reason to hate on somebody, homie. I'm not talking about we're all gonna be holding hands and singing "Kumbaya," carnal. But you know what? I'm not gonna sit here and be worried about the next man because of where he was raised or born. That's the same shit about the so-called enemies I had back in the days that they're 2 blocks away, homes. To me, it ain't all that serious. And the older you get, you understand what life is about. Listen, if you're a young kid and you don't know any better, yeah, of course, homie. Of course, you're gonna be looking at a guy like myself and saying, "Oh man, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh man, you're this." Listen, homie. Like I said before, carnal. Like I said before, if you feel a certain way and you think what I'm saying and I'm trying to preach, some kumbaya stuff, which I'm not. I'm just saying, let's get on some grown man shit. But if you feel a certain way, please, please, please don't let this old man stop you from getting your money, homie. Please, because I'm not that important, carnal. Get your shit, get your burner, go out there and handle your business, homie. Get your money, homie. Get your 25 to life, homie. They'll give it to you with the quickness, carnal. And after 5 years, you're going to figure out, damn, fool. I threw my life away, homie. It might take you a couple years. Trust me, the first few years, you're going to be like, yeah, I did it for the hood. Blah, blah. But after a while, you're going to figure out, I literally threw my life away for nothing, homie. But if that's your get down, homie, don't let this old man stop you, carnal. Get your money, playboy. That's just, a little advice on. But personally, I wouldn't do it. But if you feel that passionate about, homie, get your money, homie. To eye on the back of the dollar bill. I don't know about that, homie. Gold Toast wants to hold hands with all the others. See, like I said, homie, it ain't nothing about no holding hands, carnal. It's just about doing business, homie. It's about coming out here and, actually take care of business. Are we really on that stuff? Like, I know a lot of homies of mine that they work union. And union jobs, you have essays from everywhere down here, carnal. Now, could you imagine on the union job, hey, homie, where you from? Homie, oh, hell no, you rushing this fool because they're enemigos on the streets? Come on, carnal. At some point, we got to elevate the game, carnal. And if you ain't ready for that, then, you just ain't ready for that. Homie, me, I've been ready for that, carnal. I ain't tripping. I want easy on food. AC, you went easy on food news. Nah, it wasn't about easy, homie. It was just a fun podcast, carnal. That's all it was. Hey, OG Steve, appreciate that super chat, homie. People like to be recreationally outraged these days. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's easy to find a reason to fight, homie. It's like somebody steps on your shoes and somebody says, "Oh, excuse me," like. sincerely, I'm sorry. No, no, fuck that, excuse me. Here we go. That's just people looking for a fight, homie. But you got to be careful because eventually that fight might come back to you, homie. You ain't gonna like it as much, carnal. But it is what it is. I ain't worried about. I'm not. I'm good, homie. I'm on some grown man shit, carnal. It's all for the love of hip hop. It's all for the love of hip hop. Make Latino hip hop tight again, man. Listen, it look at all the Crips and Bloods nowadays. Those guys, mortal enemies, same thing, right? For decades. Those guys are all working together at one point. Are they still beefing on the streets? Yeah, there's some are still beefing on the streets, but that's the streets, homie. But on a business level, they're doing their thing. Like Boo Boo and I. Our homies are still beefing on the street, homie. Unfortunately, straight up. I'm not gonna sit here and fake the funk. They're beefing on the streets, carnal. But Boo Boo and I are on some grown folk stuff, homie. I'm not gonna let some youngster dictate what I do. I'm gonna try to hopefully lead by example and have that youngster see me and Boo Boo or Boo Boo and I and say, man, look at these two vatos. They're actually getting along, homie. And there ain't no beef, there ain't no that. And that's leading by example, homie. Being on some grown man shit. All that strap stuff, I've been there and done that, homie. Been there and done that. And you know what? I got nothing out of it, carnal. Jelly, like steak and lobster. Here you go, homeboy. Gold Toes is a hustler. Some of us like to eat peanut butter and jelly, and some like to eat steak and lobster. I like steak and lobster, homie. I like steak and lobster. So I will continue to do my thing, carnal. I had a death. Well, let's see. How can we prove your love for you, carnal? I'm ready. Oh man, how can we? All you gotta do is do what you're doing, homie. Support, hit that thumbs up, and share the message, homie. That's all we gotta do. And that's another thing. Hey, I definitely want to give a shout out to the countless number of people that I spoke to on Saturday at the full community event, homie. It was nothing but major love, homie. And I'm talking about older homies. I'm talking about homies my age, even though I'm an older homie, 30s. And the one that shocked me the most and was real cool was a young guy in his early 20s, man. And he's like, hey, Gil, I fuck with you. I said, what? Young guy, homie. There wasn't no gang member. Wasn't on no gang. You could tell. No era cholo para nada, way. He was just a cool cat out there enjoying the vibe, right? He's like, nah, homie, I really fuck with what you do, homie. You push a real message. You push a real narrative. I know people get upset at you, but you know what? Keep doing what you're doing. And that was what I kept hearing from everybody, just about keep doing what you're doing, homie. And that was a great thing. That was motivation for me, dude. It's beautiful. Like I said, on the internet and on the comment section and on, you always get the trolls, IG when you got, private account activities, and on YouTube when, people don't have any pages and they have fake profiles. Of course you're gonna get all that hate. And because it's easy to sit there and hate behind a screen, homie, and playing the part. But in real life, nah, carnal, nothing but love, homie. I appreciate all you vatos, man. Let me give you a hand. I appreciate every single one of you guys that came through and just, showed me that love and respect and made sure to come up to me and say, Gil, man, we mess with you. Keep doing what you're doing, homie. We ain't stopping. 2024, it's going to be a big year for us, carnal, and that's what we're going to do. Let's see what else we got in this house. Went worldwide. Yeah, there you go, David. There you go. Let me open that one up a little bit. Yeah, Crips and Bloods started working together. Come on, there you go. And went worldwide. Meanwhile, the raza has taken a backseat. Yeah, because we're too prideful, fool. Because we're too prideful. Man, it's unfortunate, but that's what it is, homie. We are too prideful, and that's why some people get upset at me when I say about the things I do. Because we refuse to understand that all that gangbang and all that was for nothing, homie. And people get upset. What do you mean it was for nothing? Yeah, it was for nothing, homie. I hate to break the news to you, homie. There you go. Gangbang is paid up to the max. Nothing cool about committing genocide on your own people. It's a fact, homie. It's a fact. Younger people are starting to realize that. There's some that are still into it, but that's just gonna be the case all the way around. It's just up to us as older homies to try to guide the youth in the right direction, and hopefully some of them listen or most of them will listen. If you don't listen, then sorry about your luck, homie. I already know where you're gonna go. You probably don't know where you're gonna go, but you're gonna realize one day when you're sitting in that concrete tomb looking around, saying, "God, man, that fucking Gil American Cholo was right, homie. This is all for nothing." But hey, what do I know, right, carnal? Yo nomás soy un viejo, homie. Stop saying you want to be. Oh man, I don't know, homie. Raza needs to start putting other raza on, and as carnalismo unite even more. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. Like that event, that shit was dope. I mean, on Saturday, stuff like that. As long as there's no fights, as long as there's no beef, that's a dope thing. I heard on, I think New Year's Day, there was cruising just about everywhere. Whittier, Legion Park, I think Van Nuys, where else? I just heard it was just about everywhere, and that's the dope thing. Like on Saturday, when at that event, right, with my wife, before you're going to an event like that, and everybody's mad dogging, homie, like, who's this vato right here? Who's this vato right here? Straight up, homie, that's what it was. Like we when we used to go cruising, and go gangbang. That's what it turned out to be. Because why? ¿Quién es el más chingón, homie? And in reality, there's no need for that, carnal. There's a time and a place. And just because somebody's looking at you or you think, nah, homie, we're elevating the game, carnal. We're elevating the game. What the heck is this guy, homie? YouTube blooms like bug bila. I don't know what that is, carnal. Don't be proud of which neighborhood your mom rents an apartment at. Be proud of the accomplishments in life and helping your family and friends rise up. You know what I mean? I can't hate on that. All right, let me see. I got my phone charged up a little bit. Let's go ahead and make sure we're gonna be ready for the phone calls. Give me a sec. All right, yeah, well, phone calls are ready to go. Let me put the number up there real quick. You guys want to tap in? Let me move that bad boy over a little bit. Ahí les va, cabrones. 747-279-8109. 747-279-8109. Tap in with your boy, homie. I think we are over the goal to yeah, pretty much, bro. That's why I'm just reiterating some of the stuff we call. But yeah, listen, it's a news cycle, homie. The YouTube Yarda is a news cycle from 1 week to the next. We'll see what the next one is. I'm sure something's gonna happen. Come down the pipeline. Okay, so what is that? Okay, I see you fucking ringing, but that's weird. Da, 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 da. All right, try again, people. It's buzzing. Here we go. Caller, who's this?
Ayepa, ¿qué pasa?
¿Qué onda, pinche Kimo Sabe? Talk to us, homeboy. Kimo. I don't know. Kimo hung up, homeboy. I see you on. Let me see. Is Kimo over here? Kimo! That's weird. Maybe. Probably because it's on this, Holmes. I don't know, carnal. I don't know. Let me see. Kimo. Let me see. Julian. Appreciate that super chat. Julian Assange is the real G. Free speech. He is being tortured for his speech. Todo respeto to the real Cholo. Yeah, for sure, homie. Kimo.
Yepa, qué rollo.
There you are.
Gil.
What's up, brother?
What's
Talk to us.
Deal?
Talk to us,
I
homeboy.
see you, man. I see you out there at the New Year's pachanga. That's what's up, man.
You know this, fool. I'm out there, carnal. I'm out there. I ain't running from nobody, homie. I'm out there.
Hey, nah. Well, I mean, yeah. You know, it's all good, man. You know, nowadays, man. You know, it just, it ain't about the showing out who's there and this and that. You know what I mean? It's like you say, man. It's like everybody says, trying to congregate, get the raza together, and and that's what it's about, man. Man, hey, much respect to what you're doing, man. Because like I said, man, I'm telling you, man, times are getting closer, and the voice is gonna need to be heard, man, all over the states, man. Raza just needs to get together, man, and make it happen. Because at the end of the day, man, you know what's going on. They already threw us another virus.
Yeah,
inflation ain't changing. You know, Califas is getting crazy with poverty, homelessness, crime. Texas también. You know, we got the paisanos trying to come through like it ain't nothing, like somebody like somebody stole the bread from the table.
Hey, that's just going down over there, bro.
Yeah, man. Oh man, tomorrow they're gonna be tomorrow they're gonna be farther down south to try to, you know, get everybody to whatever, do some kumbaya shit, man. But man, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man. I'm telling you. Remember I told you that I was working with that Indio?
Yeah.
That he was from Nepal, and it took him 6 months to cross, and he was traveling, dude. So that just goes to show you that, you know, that's not gonna change, man. And even then, like some of the vatos that are crossing, some of them are convicted, dude.
Right.
Some of them are convicted, and some of them are crossing. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, you know, we need to just, you know, have a consensus amongst each other, you know, to see where everybody's at. You know, do run surveys. You know, community activism, man. You don't have the national night outs no more. You know, and it's a good thing that you're doing the city council thing because, like I said, man, Raza needs to step in. ¿Sabes qué? Boom, I'm here for my Raza. Boom, I'm here for my gente. And it ain't nothing to hate on the gangbangers about that are still trying to make money. You know, ain't none of that. Oh, pues, you know, this side and that side, we don't get along anymore.
Right.
It's like you say, man, it's about at the end of the day, it's fucked up kind of saying it, but it's about capitalism.
Yeah, for sure, homie, for sure. But the problem that's going on in Texas though is that they're letting everybody and their mama in, and then they're not checking anything. They're just like, here, come back to court. That's the policy right now, and that's not a good policy.
What did you see that one freaking police chief open the fucking trailer and let all the mojos out?
That's why they're also busting him. That's why the Texas governor is busting him in Chicago and everywhere else. I mean, he's like, all right, you guys want him?
Yeah, they got tired of that shit.
Here you go.
And now everybody's flooded, so now nobody knows what to do, and now they're blaming Texas.
Yeah, you can't blame Texas though, fool. I mean, it's Texas is not the United States of America. Texas is Texas, and if I was the governor of Texas, I'd be pissed off too. Like, wait a minute, you want my state to take the brunt of all this, and you don't want to help me, and you just want to say you want to be way over there on the other side of the country. Oh, let him in. Pues ahí te va, puto, ahí te va.
Hey, and then check this out. We're over here giving the pass to Hunter and fucking Sleepy Joe over here fucking selling billions to Ukraine.
There you go.
And nobody hearing nothing.
There you go. Absolutely, brother.
Hey, pues ya sabes que nada, man. Keep the fight pushing, man. You know what? Enlighten us, man. Guide us, and like I said, man, you know, hey, reach out to the raza, man, because like I said, man, times are changing. Hey, you don't know it's going to be a spiritual warfare, a biological warfare, chemical warfare. Homie. I don't know what. I'm telling you, carnal.
Appreciate Kimo Savi. Appreciate the support, homie.
Ya sabes.
All right, brother. Late. It's the man, Kimo Savi, in the building, homeboy. All right, Somes, what's going on? Yeah, Julian Assange, dude, that's a name that you don't even hear anymore. And that guy was pulling the covers of the world. But man, look at him now. That sucks because the guy was actually pulling covers, homie. But you know what? That's how it works, unfortunately. Caller, who's this? Hello.
Happy New Year, Gil.
Happy New Year. Who's this?
It's Tony, man.
Tony, what's happening, Tony?
I told you to tell him that you had TB and you was in a sanitarium, man. You remember that?
I remember, Tony. I remember. People just don't want to listen to you, homeboy.
Listen, man.
What's good with it, Tony?
I wanted to call and tell you Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year to you, Tony. Appreciate the support, homeboy.
Do your minds leaving so open so my brothers can see if everything's okay, man?
Everything's okay, homie. Everything's okay, Tony. Don't even trip.
Are you having a show on Friday, man?
We're having a show tomorrow. I don't know about Friday, but possibly, homie. I don't see why not. We might.
I will call you tomorrow, man, when I get back from Bolivia.
Ya está, Tony. Trucha for the feds, fool. Later, Tony.
Do nothing because that Castro never has done to me, man. Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year, brother. Appreciate it, bud. Trucha for Tony Montana, carnal. All right, so that's what that is. Huh? Figure it out. All right, what else you guys got, man? Somes, ¿qué dices, cabrón? How are you doing over there in Texas, Somes? Somes is taking all the asylum seekers in his house. He said they can go and put a tent in the backyard. Gil's got pitching on the wall. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying, homeboy. I don't know what you're saying, homie. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, no, I had it on, homeboy. I had it on. Peruvian. Yeah, fool. That's Tony, homie. That's Tony. Yeah, so uh, over here in California, they're having a new one. It's called Prop One, and I just don't know. I think they're calling it health over tents, or I forgot what the catchphrase in. And it's another couple $1 billion. They want some bonds, and they want to go ahead and start health care for the mentally ill. I think the only good thing that may come from that proposition, I just have to read more into it. It's gonna be on the ballot on March something. Is gonna be where they can eventually start picking people up from the streets that are crazy. Caller, who's this?
What's up, Gil? It's me, Artie from Santana.
It's Artie from Santana. What's good, homeboy? Talk to us.
What's up? Hey, I was gonna tell you, you need to get that full SPN's paperwork to let the gunplay.
Oh, I don't. What, is he gonna really do a? Is he really gonna do a song off his beat?
I don't know, but he said he hasn't seen the paperwork, and until someone shoots it or shows him, then he'll believe it. But no one hasn't shot him anything. And I said, I know the right man.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, they got to shoot him that link to the video I did, homie. The vatos what Lefty Gunplay's got to realize, the vatos doing 45 years to life, homie. So at this point, it ain't even no paperwork. Like, the guy's convicted. There is no ifs, ands, buts about it. He's convicted, and that's what it is.
Yeah, but you know what it is? I think Lefty's been he hasn't been put up on game because he's been doing, he's been busted, and he's been doing his thing, you know what I mean? I don't think he can care less about that, but everyone keeps pressing him that same question every time he does an interview.
Right.
So for him, he's probably like, well, fuck, you also start coming at me with the question. I don't know. Not even thinking about it until you people are bringing it up. So for me, it's like, well, where's the paper? If you guys are the podcasters and asking me the question, shouldn't you guys have the paperwork? Or, you know what I mean? Me right away, I was like, shit, you got to go to American Control, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll show him the paper. I mean, here you go, carnal.
And I'm pretty sure you saw him at the event.
You know what? I missed him because I was inside.
Oh, fuck.
I was inside eating real quick, and that's when he was actually. When I came out, he was just finishing up his performance. And I probably took off for around like I don't know 15, 20 minutes after that because I don't want to stay there too late because when you start staying there too late, the booze starts going around. That's when the that's when the shit goes down.
I heard it was a good event. All the homies were acting right.
It was a great event, homie. It was very cool. And that's what I like, homie. There's homies from all over the place, every neighborhood you could think of, up in
Orange County, IE, San Diego,
everywhere, homie. I saw little Grifo up there, so SD was in the house.
You saw a Grifo and Sad Boy there, dog. That was crazy.
Yeah, so it was dope, homie. It was a great event, no drama. Like I said, I got nothing but love, and all the homies and just people in general that came up to me was all, Gil, keep doing what you're doing, homie. Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh,
homie.
yeah.
And that was great.
And those are the type of events that we're able to have because you get a bunch of different audios that, man, even like Let the Gunplay and that full Rowdy, they're from two different hoods, and they don't like each other at all. But they what it is that they both come from good sklecha, and they come from good backgrounds, and we're taught right, so they know what it is to have respect and not to disrespect the venue that I obviously Icon and he has kids and his wife was and all that, so they know better. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's a good thing because that's finally like making the bar higher for the homies to understand that this is about getting money, homie. We can sit there and beef on each other and shoot one another, and we've done that already. We've done that for decades, fool. It's like, all right, we all showed we can kill. We all showed we can do time. We've all shown it, homie. I don't care what area you're from. We've all proven that already. Now let's prove that we can make some money and stop letting our small feelings get in the way of the bigger picture.
No, and people want to talk about, you guys have structure, and yeah, we do have structure. And look what structure does. It puts us. If one homie says, "Hey, you know what? Everyone needs to do. All right, cool. We're all gonna fall in line."
Right.
Now, if it's someone else, they're all gonna throw their 2 cents. It's not gonna work out. But when you have everyone in line and on the same type of business and shit, it works out, and it may not be an event that had fucking hundreds of people, but it was an event that had, people that they all understood the cause. And that's what matters.
Right, but I think we need to elevate because listen, the reason we have the structure is because there's consequences behind it. Just like even if like you're in the hood. I remember back in the hood, when I was a young guy in the hood. On Sundays we go into the park. All right, who's got a fucking beat down coming? All right, this guy ain't been coming around. That. But the structure was, you got something coming if you're fucking up in the hood, right? But we need to make it where we can have structure without having that consequence. Why is it? It's sad because it seems like us as raza, the consequence always has to be you're gonna get beat down or killed in order to listen. We should be listening to make the money without having to think, all right, we need to get beat down or killed.
Well, you know what it is like now parents can't even parent right. I remember when I was a youngster in the barrio, my dad's from my neighborhood. And one time the Hudas pulled us over. We're like, I don't know, 10, 11 years old. We're being traviesos, and they had us right there. And there's time, we're going to talk to your parents. We know who your parents are with the whoop. And I had said something out of line. And that Hudas told my dad, hey, your son. My dad smacked the shit out of me. He said, don't you ever disrespect the cop.
Right.
Don't you ever. And the Huda let my dad, ever since then, I never disrespected the cop. They're just not, even when I got busted and ran and fucking did all that shit and got busted, never disrespect, because I remember that day that my dad fucking, and now you can't even do that no more because these fucking kids want to fucking, they want to call 911 right away.
Well, those were the rules back then, homie. When you were a gangster back in the days, part of the rule, and this was all the way back to the Italian mob, fool, you don't mess with the police. The police are there. The police are there on the other side of the token. You're on the criminal side. They're on the cop side. Even though there's some cops that are criminals, but that's a different conversation.
Yeah, that's besides the point. Yeah.
But the conversation was always, you don't mess with the cops. And nowadays, today's generation wants to say F the cops, but then they want to call the cops. But they want it all, homie. They want it all, and it makes for a softer generation.
And it is, even the Hudas, every Huda has their own part, right? So like, in my neighborhood, we all knew the cop, right, the officer. We all knew who he was because he would come around, do his routine. My abuelita or maybe the other neighbor nearby would always give him some type of fucking bags of lemons or bags of fucking, my grandma used to give the cops bag of fucking those little oranges, you know what I mean? And,
tangerines.
And that's how it was. We made him part of the barrio, but now you got these younger generation Hudas that are fucking 21, 22 years old, and they're fucking just, they don't, the other Hudas don't even teach them, hey, this is how we do it. They lost all that shit too, and it goes back on it también.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's kind of losing their way, homie, especially after all the woke world is kicked in. But the world isn't woke, homie. The world is a cold, cold place, and that's why you got wars all around the world. But the best thing we can do is at least start at home and, teach our kids to have that respect.
Carnal, I live right here. I moved to Anaheim, right? And I live right here off of Brookers and Orange.
Right.
And right here, it's a big, like, I don't know what it is, but I don't know if there's a lot of Palestinians or whatever you call it. But the other day, they had a big old protest, dog. I'm talking about on New Year's.
Right.
On New Year's Eve. Or New Year's, one of those days. They had Christmas Eve. Spencer, on Christmas Eve, they had a big ass I mean, I'm talking about fucking, they blocked because it's all Indian right here. It's a bunch of fucking Indian food. Fucking hookah bars.
Was it for the Palestinian? Was that the protest, or was it
for? It was for the Palestinians.
Yeah,
for them, right?
They had that everywhere that day. Yeah.
Yeah.
The ceasefire.
So, anyways, I was there's a Ralph's right in front where my pad. So I was, and they're all in there, and I was, hey, what are you guys doing out there? They go, oh, we're protesting for this and that. I said, damn. I said, all right. He goes, you should. They go, oh, you should come join. Bring your kids. I go, what? I should fucking stab you motherfuckers right now.
I ain't trying to bring my kids in a protest like that, oh boy.
Hell no. You guys are lucky you guys are able to protest like this out here. You guys should fucking be thankful, fucking, because you guys try to do that shit over there, you guys all get killed.
Right.
Try to fucking protest in your country and see what happens.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
You guys can come over here and do that because that's the type of privilege that's out here in America. And people want to say, oh, America, like that fool Alex, the one that fucking got busted. Right, that fucking the street vendor guy, right?
Right.
He was on one time he called the homie Lucky his podcast and was talking sticks from Lomas.
Oh, I heard that one.
I know six. You know what I mean? Good ass, solid ass homie. You know, respectful. You know, you're asking for his opinion, he's gonna give it to you. But this Vato Alex doesn't know how to talk and wants to talk over him. He's an older homie. He's done his time. He's respected, and then he wants to over. And then he goes, "Oh well, America, we're the big bullies." What the fuck you doing over here, then, fool? Go back to your. You know, it's like, come on, you fools are over here complaining about we're this and this and that. If we're so much this and that, you guys ain't happy. Hey, homie, go do that shit somewhere else to see what happens.
For sure. Hey, Art, I'm going to have to let you go.
Hey,
my
Simon,
phone's I appreciate it, homie.
Gracias, dog.
All right, brother. One love. All right, good night. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm trying to charge this thing, but off the damn phone it ain't working. All right, where's this guy? I saw a funny comment right now. Let me get it real quick. Find out it's all over Google. Yeah, it is. It's definitely all over Google. Let me see. Where is that one? Man, I lost it. Oh. Tupac 100 said this fool a pig lover we get. I don't know if you're talking about me or the homie. Change the name Tupac, homies. Convicted sexual assaulter, homeboy. So obviously you're a sexual assaulter. You support, right, Tupac? See, homie, you gotta watch when you sit there and play that. Only because, like myself, I respect the cops, homie. I do. Why? Because when I was in jail, right, and something would have happened to my daughter, guess who's going to come save the day, homie? Or at least try to save the day. It's the police, homie. I may not agree with everything they do. Even as a young guy, like Artie was saying with his father, my mom used to slang dope, homie. And my mom would even tell me, I hate these fucking cops, but they are the only thing that's stopping us from having full-blown anarchy. And it's true. The cops may not be the greatest, but if you think they're horrible, then go get a badge and a gun, homie. Because all this stuff, remember during the BLM, oh, we're going to police our own cities. Oh, we're going to do this. We ain't going to do none of that, homie. We ain't going to do none of that shit. Miss me with that we're going to police our own cities. We're going to take care. We ain't going to do none of that, homie. At the end of the day, it's the police that are going to do that shit, whether we like it or not. Oh, boy. So there you go, Pac, homie. Miss me with that. You won't. I don't know what the hell that guy's talking about. What's up, Fenelux? This fool likes Bobby. I don't know what the hell Bobby is, man. Pico Union in the building, homie. What's good with you, homie? There we go. We're on 15. We got about another 10 minutes to go. I'm going to help you, fool. I don't know about you, carnal. Police aren't going to help you, fool. What do you, let me guess. When something happens at the school shooting, what you call the homies? And the homies, get out of here. No mames way. People are always, because that's the easy thing to do. You know what's the easy thing to do? Fuck the police. All right. It's easy, homie. That's not hard, homie. Let's see what you got. Caller, who's this? Okay. What's up, homie? Talk to him.
It's Big Lupe from Fontana, a.k.a. the Hamburglar.
What's happening, homeboy? Talk to me quick, because my phone is dying over here. I didn't charge it last night.
For sure. Hey, I agree with you what you said about the Hudas. If we're not around for our family when we're locked up or whatever else, God forbid, who's going to be there for them? God, you know?
It's a fact, homie. You know? It's just easy for young guys or just immature people. Fuck the cop. Well, okay, that's easy to say, homie, but somebody's got to be the sheriff in town.
Well, I'm young too. I'm 27, dog.
Oh, there you go.
So I've been through the system in county. I know what's up with the Hudas too, the DAs too. They're all crooked. They all got felonies and shit too. But hey, some of them are good though. Out there, some of them are good.
Yeah, for sure. There's bad in everything, homie. But to sit there and just, if that's the case, I want to see them go ahead and police their neighborhoods, homie. Because ain't nobody policing nothing. The only ones that are doing it are the cops, homie. So every day those guys are putting that badge and gun and they're putting their life on the line. I gotta respect that.
Hey, I almost went toe-to-toe with the Hudas too one time, but I still respect them because we both know where we both are at.
For sure.
At the end of the day.
For sure.
Because some of them are cool, some of them are with it, some of them are not, just like us.
For sure. Hey, brother, I appreciate the phone call and the support, carnal.
For sure. Take care.
You too. Late. Jessica, salute AC. Happy New Year. Salute to you guys and your platform out there. Let's see who's calling in. Oh, I should have charged my phone. Huh? Caller, who's this?
Hey, what's going on, man? This is Ignacio over here in Nashville, Tennessee.
What's up, Ignacio from Tennessee?
How's it going? I just want to say, man, it's pretty cool what you guys are doing, but I have a quick question, man. What do you think about increasing the age of purchasing a weapon from 18 to 21.
I actually don't have a problem with it. I think that if you can buy, if they pushed it up to 21, that it would be up to the parents to sign to have somebody get it at 18 years old. That way, if something goes wrong, the parent will be liable. And that way, the parents will know, hey, this kid should not have a gun yet, right? Because who knows more than the parents? The parents are the ones that know if your child's messed up. And if you got a child that's messed up, is 18, 19, and wants to go buy a gun, they call it dad, and dad's like, oh, hell no, you can't give him that gun. I would even be inclined to having it all the way up to 25 years old with a parent's signature at 18. You go ahead and have that gun.
Yeah, man. I mean, I live in the South where the restrictions over here is not compared to California, which is a super liberal over there. Before, when I moved to Tennessee from California, because I'm originally from California,
right?
I moved here like 16 years ago. And when I came, you had to get your license. You had to take a mandatory training class approved by the state in order to get your to be able to carry a gun or buy a gun. But now I feel like they dropped it to 18. It's pretty much anybody that's 18 could get one. And I mean, I'm glad where I'm at compared to California. I mean, no disrespect.
Right.
But I just feel like 18 is too young nowadays. I mean, my generation is different compared to this generation.
Our generation, the 20-year-olds act like the 30 years old. It's like 10 years behind, homie. And with this COVID thing that just passed, it's even more behind. But yeah, definitely young people are behind the ball. Not all of them, but the majority now are.
Yeah, and just be real quick. I know you have a lot of calls, man, but I'm from South Central. I went to LP, Silmar, Camp Athleboro, Camp Page, Challenger. So I grew up in there, but I just came over here and I just made a complete 360, man. I just want to tell people, if you want to get out, you could get out.
You did a 180, fool. 360 means you went right back.
Oh, shit, my bad, man. I had some Buchanas right now.
And it's not Buchanan, it's Buchanan's, fool. It's an Irish drink.
Buchanan's, yeah. Yeah.
I'm just messing with you, brother. Hey, man, Happy New Year. I appreciate the phone call from Tennessee, homeboy.
All right, stay up, big dog.
Yeah, está carnal, late. Man, shit. Yeah. I forgot how old I was when I realized that it was actually it was a Buchanan's, not Buchanan's. All right, let's try it again. I'm trying to keep this. Caller, who's this?
What's up, brother? This is Mike from Northern Cali, bro.
What's going on, Mike?
You guys still talking about the gun laws and shit?
We can talk about whatever you want, homie. Run it.
Hey, bro. Hey, real talk. It comes down to, bro, if you're able to go to the Army at 18, you should be able to buy a strap at 18, brother.
Okay, I agree with you with that. See,
don't you think? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Listen, there is always exceptions to the rules. The guy was saying he's concerned, and I'm inclined with him. But I do agree that if you go to the service, you can automatically buy a gun. But I also think that it is a safe thing to do, where you can have parents be able to sign off on kids, because nowadays you gotta admit, an 18-year-old is not what an 18-year-old used to be 20 years ago.
Bro, there's 12-year-olds that look like 18. As long as you carry yourself as a grown man.
But I'm talking about mentally, bro. I'm talking about them. Okay, listen, back, let's say 20 years ago, right? Back 20 years ago, a good chunk of 20-something-year-olds were renting their own apartment, getting their own place, doing their own thing. Nowadays, you have kids 30-something years old, all living at home.
It all comes down to that mental, though. If you're able to go to the service at a certain age, 18,
I agree.
Kill somebody, bro,
I agree with
you. To be able to, and it all comes down to them tests they all do out there. You know what I'm saying? When they do them tests,
I agree with you 100%.
If they pass the tests and they got that mentality, they should only want to protect their family.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you. Listen, if you're 18 years old, and also if you're 18 years old and you have your own place, you have your own residence, and you can prove you have your own residence, that means you're taking care of business, go ahead. But there should just be different policies. But, it's just conversation at the end of the day.
All day, brother. You guys have a good one out there.
Appreciate it, brother. Late. All right, so we're back in action, homie. So, yeah, the gun technology is so advanced nowadays, a tech-savvy kid can make anything. Well, yeah, a tech-savvy kid can make anything, but it still doesn't mean that they're mature enough mentally, because I would say the internet has made a lot of immature kids, a lot of kids who are, it's not so much antisocial, but just not really social, because nowadays everybody's in there swiping, homeboy. Caller, who's this?
What up, man? It's Ed Con from upstate, bro.
What's
Top
going
fuel, mate.
What's going on? Player, talk to us.
All right, so I believe it's a good thing to para compartir, bro, like with everybody else, just to have spark a different train of thought, you know, something that's worth reaching for.
Let's do it.
So I'm pretty sure you remember the Latos that used to do the outside the box.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think you had him on your channel. you know?
yeah. I definitely did. Avenue baby.
Yeah, for sure, dog. So hopefully if that fool got time again, if he's ever in the mix again, hopefully he comes back. But I remember one thing que ese vato compartió, bro, is that something that I believe he shared that Alex Alonso might have done like some kind of a statistic on of what would be the potential of evolution of audios in the future.
Right.
And he said that it would have given the state of the world right now con todas las cámaras y todo eso, like making it harder to do stuff that people used to do or even live off of back in the day.
Right.
He was saying that eventually radios would have to more than likely evolve to become more business savvy and basically be more like the Italiano, bro, like freaking, but more in a legit sense, because a lot of them do have legit, a lot of them do have legit stuff that they got going on. It's not just all the opposite.
Yeah, well, I somewhat agree with that, but that's the thing with us. We haven't really evolved that much from that because every race before us were gang members, homie. Irish, Jewish, Italians, but they all eventually moved up to organized crime, and then after organized crime, they became actual, straight, businessmen because they learned the savvy from the organized crime and a lot of their kids. Now you see a lot of the mobster kids even on reality shows, and they have a lot of legit business because the goal for the mob, I think, at the end was have a legit business, and we're still fighting over the block, homie. I mean, on reality, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Because I started to kind of to think about it. I was like, it'll take us to like the like-minded people, the ones that agree with it, like the ones that are like, all right, that sounds like a good idea. I got some cool stuff going on, because there are entrepreneurs out there. Like there's people that have their own little businesses and stuff like that. And if we became kind of more of a powerhouse, putting stuff together, because everything, not everything's bad. Like I know, I think bikers do it, and like other vatos, like other groups do shit like that, where they'll have like kind of like an ofrenda, dog, like where they put it towards like if anybody ever needed anything, or like towards like a positive goal that they were trying to reach.
Right.
And I think that if we were to do something like that, let's say, because and I wanted to put emphasis on these details, is that the beautiful thing about, because there are a lot of positives. Let's put the negatives to the side, because we already know all the negatives.
Yes.
Because like I know myself too, because I'm in it también. And so with the positives that we could enforce and emphasize is that, one, a lot of us have which is going extinct apparently nowadays, if it ain't for vatos like us, masculinity. So that's an ingrained thing that's in a lot of varios and any type of group.
Right.
And like that, along with freaking the positive things of what travelers has to bring, which is come together for a particular goal. But if you were to make it, if you were to measure towards that direction, I think that would be a great next step. And in order to maintain that masculinity, so we can move as a proper force and not get all watered down and alphabet out, freaking start making that feria, get like involve other groups. That way we remain strong, like in that tribal sense. Like maybe like bring some, if Vato has frustrations out there and stuff like that, if they still want to, like do some back in the day type of stuff, throw on some gloves and like like do like a little boxing thing. Like, yeah, but if you put our money together, we could make things happen.
Oh,
like GT and these other Vatos.
Of course, but the thing is this. You don't see millionaires fighting, homie. And that's one thing with us. We still want to fight. Everybody still wants to run the fade. Everybody wants to, do this and that. But look at the millionaires, fool. They ain't fighting. They fight with business. They're going to take over your company. They're going to sit here, and do it with paperwork, with attorneys. I mean, that's the hustle in America. That's the real gangster stuff. We just think this low-level stuff's that gangster stuff. Nah, homie, what they're doing up there, that's that gangster stuff, homie.
Oh no, Spencer dog. What I meant by the boxing thing, it was more like to train, to be like, it wasn't just because like, I hate that about the look at it. Nah, okay. It's basically just so we stay tip top shape, bro. So So we're there physically, moving as a force dog, like doing the positive thing, making our feria.
For sure.
Because if not, like we're gonna go extinct, bro. Like things are going weird nowadays. You see what they did to the Vato tape, bro. I don't agree with everything the Vato said, but the bigger picture is let us be let men be men, and they were demonizing the hell out of that fool. So
Well, that's why it was good that they left Elon Musk and he bought Twitter, because it's becoming to a point where they're censoring everybody. If they don't agree, if you don't say what the masses are saying, they try to censor you, homie, and that isn't correct. The beauty of America is us being able to express our opinion, as long as we're not calling for somebody, you know, to go blow this place up or anything like that. But anytime you disagree with, like, especially the left, oh, you're a white nationalist, oh, you're a homophobe, or no, homie, I'm just a man from the old school who has my own opinions and believes that this is the way we should be running, you know, whatever it is, council, the city. But the thing is, the left has mastered the embarrass you. I'm going to call you a name and I'm going to try to make it stick. But I think little by little that's starting to go out the window.
all right, yeah. So one last thing, bro. I was gonna say, Doug. Eventually, I think in the future, I'm not gonna let it be known too much because like I like my actions to speak for themselves in a positive way. That is. And eventually I might start a channel, bro. I'm from upstate, bro, but like it's like a different. There's a twist to my upstate style,
Okay.
And I got a different perspective compared to like different vatos. I'll just say like that. It'll be unique, though.
That's dope.
But I just got some business moves that I need to make, because when you I think because in the situation you're in, it's great because depending on what type of high-level person has, if you got a channel and if people and if you got opinions, if somebody finds out, they'll probably try to get you fired. So I got some moving parts to become independent pretty soon financially.
Right.
And then you might be seeing me pretty soon, Dougie. But all right, you guys have a good one.
All right, dope. Hey, I appreciate the phone call, homeboy. Late. All right, homie. All right, people. Art, relax. No mama jokes, homie. Drunken Chef, what's good, homie? We about to get out of here. I think it was a pretty dope live, right? I think it was a real dope live, homie. Julian Assange. Well, with that being said, tomorrow 7:30 we got Boo Boo Bear in the building. The 100 Block podcast with homegirl Nydia. They're gonna have Richie Valle. He's a legend in the low rider game, so make sure to tune in tomorrow at 7:30. Aside from that, make sure to shout out your city, homie. Let me see where you guys are calling from. Let me see where you guys are watching from. Let me look at the comment section, homie, and see where you guys are at. What's up, Hater World? Salud, carnal. Make sure to go watch the Hater World. Still waiting for the 200 boys, homie. I know it's coming soon and it's cracking. With that being said, players, I appreciate your guys' support. Even the haters, homie, because you're still watching, Playboy. And with that, carnales, we're out. Peace.